Today, I'll start with my talk with a revelation, and I will end it with a revolution. Imagine you're a girl in Somaliland right now, and you're just playing with your friends and having fun until your mother calls you. And then you go inside the room your mother was, and then your mother tells you to sit down near an old woman you have no idea who she is. While trying to figure out who she is, you look around, and then, in a blink of an eye, your eyes cut the plates, the sews, the stitch, the perfume, the pill, and then it snaps that it's your turn to do the rituals today, FGM, female genital mutilation. Your heart starts bumping, and you're so scared. You are so scared. And then you try to run away, but they cut you. Now you're helpless. You're helpless. And then they decide to take a rope and wrap it around your body to stop those movements. Now you can't move. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. And all you do is just shut your eyes and bite your lips. And then just to wish and wait the pain to end soon enough. Soon enough, and it never ends. It never ends and haunts you your whole life. This is how a girl undergoes FGM in Somaliland. My mother is a victim of FGM. Yes, that horrible, insane act that drives me crazy every day and every time of my life. It's the most inhumane, cruel thing you could ever do to a human being. How could you do that? How merciless. It's an attempt to reserve. First of all, it's carried out by a woman who has no idea what she's doing. She has no experience whatsoever. Of course, she only knows how to cut girls. And it's an attempt to reserve women as pure gifts for men. And all girls' lives are permanently affected once it's done, both psychologically and physically. I watched my mother go through all types of pains that I cannot explain whatsoever. My strong mother used to cry so much out of pain, the pain that FGM has caused her. She used to cry so much. It is so painful. And whenever I recall those experiences, I am so traumatized. I am so traumatized. It is really painful. Imagine 3 million girls. 3 million girls have to go through this every single year. Every single year. But with all that, I still have hope that this is going to change. And it is going to change immediately, but only with one thing. That one thing is education. We need to educate girls. We need to educate our girls. And if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure that mothers allow this procedure to happen to their daughters because they love their daughters and because they think that they're protecting their daughters' dignity, and they think that they're protecting their family's honor, and they think that it is essential for their daughters' marriage prospects, and they are themselves victims, so mothers are not to blame. We just need to educate our girls. How hard is that? Really, how hard is that? We need to educate girls about the harms that are done to them, done to their mothers, done to their grandmothers, done to their great-grandmothers. They need to break the cycle. They need to break this vicious cycle. We all need to break this vicious cycle. It was reported by UNICEF that fewer than 50% of girls in Somalia managed to attend primary school, and only 25% of girls aged between 14 to 25 are able to read and write. The dream of education is shared by families everywhere. Every parent wants their kids to be educated. And we must all remember that education is not a privilege. It's a right that enables individuals to take advantage of other rights. The rights to speak, the rights to earn a living, the rights to safeguard a family's health, the rights to contribute to society. Education is fundamental, and we all need education. 4 years ago, once I was attending a small school near my home. I didn't know where I would be able to reach with the education I was receiving. Some of my classmates were getting married, and I was really very frustrated. And I didn't know that I would be here today talking to you about the importance of education, an important core of life that we all sometimes take for granted. But I only knew one thing. I knew that I wouldn't want to drop school, never. And I wouldn't want to get married. And I had a dream. I had a dream that one day in my life, I would be able to change how things are in my community. And that dream did not get any closer until I attended our school. Our school was founded in 2009 by this great man here, Jonathan, which a lot of his students are really grateful for the difference he made in their lives. When I went there, I couldn't speak any English, like no English. Of course, I knew how to say hi and how are you, but I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know how to respond. And I remember my first class was history, and I was sitting there not knowing anything. I was like, oh my goodness, what is the teacher saying? I was really very frustrated. But here we are taught something very important. We're taught that it is okay to fail, and it is okay to not know any English. It is okay to not know anything at all. It is okay. And that we will all be able to learn everything and anything we want if we put our efforts into it, if we work hard for it. Because, of course, nobody is born with education. People are all able to go to school if they know something. Yes. And basically everything I knew before coming here is from that school. And I know today, thankfully, I know so much more because of UWC, because of our values, because of the community, because of the talks I've had with people in the classrooms, in the mensa, in the day room, in the girls' floor, and even in the bathrooms at times. Yes. It was all possible for me to enjoy this opportunity because of those 3 years I've spent at Warsaw. Because of those 3 years I've spent in that one school. And it was all possible because of the teachers who've spent their time and effort to teach us, who stayed in this very barren place. There are no malls here, it's desert. There's nothing, like no malls, nothing, no shops. They've spent like years here, staying here to teach us something. It was all possible because of that. And most importantly, it was possible because I was taught that I am no different from a boy and that I can achieve what a boy can, and even higher if I put my efforts into everything that I'm doing. I just need to work hard. That's what I was taught. And that's how every girl here is able to succeed. That's how every girl here is able to succeed. And I must say that all the girls here are amazing and really hardworking. Here's a picture of a few girls talking to Anderson Cooper. Yes, we appeared on 60 Minutes, and that's Anderson Cooper. Yes, that famous reporter who appears on CNN. We were really happy when we saw him in our school, and now he's talking to the girls about their future plans, what they want to do in the future. And here's Nima, the first student who ever got into college in Somaliland, and she was from my school, and yes, she was a girl. And now she's teaching at a Warshi school. And here's Nadira. She's studying now in Yale. Here's Emil. She's going to be studying in Columbia. That's Shukri. She's studying in Wellesley College in the US. And here's Sahra. Sahra came first in our national exams. And now she's studying in Paradise University in the US. Here's our beautiful parliament. It has a cabinet members of 88 people. And out of those 88 people, there's only one single woman. One single woman. Here's a picture of women, of course. It shows how many women in Somaliland try to make a living. It is really unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. But with time, I hope it is going to be transformed. I say with full confidence that it really takes a school. It really takes a school. Awarso brought hope to so many girls in Somaliland, and it will continue to do so. One of the amazing people I know on earth, someone I am proud to call my role model, a young Nobel Peace Prize winner, someone who inspires me every day and every time of my life. Malala Yousafzai once said that one child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. And with that, she started a revolution. A revolution to fight for the girl-child dignity. A revolution that highlights how a girl-child could be a living example of what was possible. A revolution that spoke into our existence. A revolution that we all must participate in. The girl revolution. Thank you.